Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to everyone. Okay, today we will have a discussion about about a topic. Okay, before we start our meeting, we introduce ourselves. So my name is Fakhrullah Bin Abd Halim. My metric number is 203163.
Hey, my name is Muhammad Azam bin Muhammad Sahid and my metric number is 203615.
My name is Muhammad Sofi bin Noralbhari. My metric number is 202059.
My name is Mugunthan. My matrix number is 203646.
Okay, my name is Atif Fakhri. My matrix number is 201287.
Yeah. So shall we begin? So our focus today is banning of smoking in eateries is violating the right of people to smoke. The ban can be seen as form of mistreatment on people's right and freedom. So here my first point. On the January 1st, 2019, the government has banned the smoking at all eateries. From what I see, this can be a form of mistreatment of people's rights and freedom because smokers fund their own healthcare through the high taxes they pay on tobacco. What I say here, it seems like a discriminate against the smoker, and some critics see smoking bans as a violation on one's personal liberty and should be a personal choice. Here I want to share the explanation from Silisa's lawyer friends, Fakhri Azam, in his one of the interview, and this is what he said. I think we start off the perspective that people can generally do whatever they want to do. The law does not go into such detail in specifying what we can or cannot do. So we go about doing what we do until the law steps in and we have an opportunity to challenge them. So when it comes to smoking, Fakhri points out two fundamental liberties that can be applied. First, Article 5, page 21, which protect your right to personal liberty, and to a lesser extent, Article 10, page 24, which protect your right to freely express yourself. With these two fundamental liberties, I can say that banning of smoking in eateries is violating people's right and freedom. So, what's your opinion?
Sorry for interrupting. So you say that by paying high taxes, they have the right to smoking. Are you right?
You can say that. It's quite similar to what I'm saying. What about you, Mugunthan?
From my point of view, I would say I would support the focus of our topic, which is banning smoking ban would violate the human rights because some of them are smoking on their own will. We can't be suppressing their own will, and this scenario can be seen in a very different perspective. Like if we would want to ban the Milo tins, which is full of sugar, which is 3 or 4 of sugar, then it would be violating the very very usual routine of people having it for breakfast. So that would be a very wrong thing to do, since most of us love Milo. But when it comes to smoking, they are doing it willingly, and some of them are involving in smoking due to their own job prospects, job prospections, which is when lorry drivers are traveling a long way around the country, across the country. They need something to avoid their sleep distress, and they would smoke for it. And some of them are working in cold places, and they would require smoking to get them into the daily run, where it will give them heat to their body, and they would be requiring a lot of nicotine to make them awake. and also make their body active and go on for the day. So I would definitely support the focus, which is smoking ban would really violate human rights, really violate the human rights of smokers, especially. So, what would you think about this, Sophie?
I strongly disagree with you because from my point of view, I think the smokers who are violating the human's right, because when they smoke in a public place, there are many citizens around them, and the smoke from the cigarettes have the bad odor, which can disturbing the people around them. Also, the smoke from the cigarettes is contains of many harmful substances. I believe we all have learned this from elementary school to the university of what contains in the cigarettes, such as tar, nicotine, and ammonia. So people have right to protect their own health, but by being near to the smoker, it can affect their health and can be harmful to them. Uh, for the people who are very sensitive, it very dangerous to them, like people who have chronic illness, old people, or children. If when you do something that you want to do but disturbing the other people and can harmful, it's the act is what violating the human's right. Who are on page with me?
Uh, I'm sorry for disturbing. Am I disturbing you, Sophie?
No.
Okay. I think I have a same point of view with you because, as you know, about in this year, there's about 26 dead heart disease, 20% heart disease have been has been recorded for the people with smoking. Yeah, because when you smoking, it will involve other person, your surrounding, and then they will be called second-hand smoke. Second-hand smoke is exposure is nearly as harmful to the heart disease as active smoker. It is assumed that the second-hand smoker is also as dangerous to person with diagnosed or latent coronary disease as active smoker. Exactly what the smoke that they're breathing from the smoker, it will make the blood sticky and more prone to clotting. And also stiffen the arteries, disrupt crucial function of the arteries, decrease good HDL cholesterol, stimulate inflammation, make heart attack worse, increase damage from free radical, increase risk of heart rhythm problems, and also increase insulin resistance. So all of this will cause heart attack disease or any chronic disease. So when we like ban the smoking in public, we can prevent or reduce this effect. And also, if we prevent smoking, we also can reduce our healthcare costs because by stopping smoking, we can avoid chronic illness such as heart disease, cancer, and diabetes. Then it will improve our health more. So we are not going to see doctor too often. It states that healthcare costs for smokers at a given age are much as 40% higher than those who are non-smoker. But in a population in which the, in which no one smoke, the cost would be 10% higher among men and 4% higher among women than the cost in the current mixed population of smokers and non-smokers. If all smokers quit, healthcare costs would be lower at first, but after 15 years, they would become higher at present. So, any of you agree with me or there's any other opinion? Atif?
Sorry, but I strongly disagree from your views. I think it will decrease the profit for business that thrive on smoking. Business owners who are not in favor of smoking bans as well as smokers who are used to smoking in public places, such as restaurants and coffee shops, argue that restricting smoking in these places can drive customers away, and this can be harmful to business. And as for establishments which are already smoke-free, competition will be higher. It will also be harder for them to leverage since there will be more business that are smoke-free. And a ban on smoking in public place would drive many bars, pubs, and clubs out of business. Smokers would not go to this place. Uh, this business would also earn less money from selling tobacco. In many places, pubs and working men's clubs are important social places for communities. They also provide jobs for people with food skills in places with little other work. It is therefore important that they survive. That is my
So,
view. So
sorry for interrupt. So what you are saying that from this banning of smoking, it will decrease the profit for the restaurant owner. Is it right?
yes,
Yeah. So I'm agree with you. And this is other opinion. The government earns from high taxes paid from tobacco manufacturers and smokers. This would mean lesser taxes and lesser revenue for the government. Also, the Malaysian government earns a large amount of revenue from its involvement.
I'm sorry, Fakhrul.
Yeah,
Can you keep in track because I think you are far away from our topic.
I'm sorry. So what I'm trying to say here, from my point is, from these taxes that come from tobacco manufacturers industries and the smokers are also, the government earns large revenue from it. So the smokers have their right to stand because they pay the taxes for the tobacco. If the smokers don't have the right, you think like this: why government not entirely ban the smoke activity in the industry? Do you think is it right? What's your opinion, Mugunthan?
Well, from what you said, I can see that the government gets a lot of benefits. It gets a lot of tax base from smokers, the smoking products. But then it would not be justified because we people's health are at stake when it comes to smoking. Not just the smokers, but also as what Sophie said before and Azam said before, the people surrounding the public are also affected as second-hand smokers. So I would not agree that just because this, for the sake of taxes and also like what Atif said, for the sake of the business people to live, we should risk the health of the public because business taxes we could find alternative ways for that, but not for people's health. And also it's just vice versa going around because if they are earning from taxes, they are also getting losing a lot from what Sophie just said or Atif just said before, where the medical expenses would also cost money for the government. So I would I would change my stand from supporting the focus to being against the focus that smoking ban would be a better idea than amending it or maybe supporting maybe teaching people on the effects because people are still very selfish and they still are very um, strong with what they want with their pleasure. So I would say that it's not about the taxes, but it should be more onto the health of people. So, does anyone wants to intervene my opinion or my objection?
I agree with you, Mugunthan. I forgot to state it just now, and I believe that Azam did not too, but the smoke from the cigarette contains carbon monoxide, which is 3 times more easily to combine with hemoglobin than the oxygen. So it's very harmful to our body and our blood. My second point is the by smoking, the smoker can pollute the environment, not just air but the entire environment, such as like air, it have a bad odor and it can disturbing the other people. But what I want to say is that we are not notice is the cigarette residue that being thrown away. Smoker who does not taken care of the smoke cigarette residue well, throw it into the drain and it can clog the drain. I've seen many of the public toilet in the public place that has because of the cigarette residue. Um, Also the sink in the public place. And by because of the cigarette residue, the clog has made the bad odor to the environment and it has disturbing many people and make the toilet is unusable anymore. And it need high price to maintain the to repair the toilet and the sink. So who agree with me? Azam?
Sophie, I think I agree with you because some of your points is the same with me. But I'm going to add something from Mugundan points, which all smokers have their own pleasure to their health. Because from what I see, it's going to be difficult to enforce people to stop smoking in public because I have observed it at my place. Many stubborn citizens still smoking in public places such as restaurant and recreation park because majority of them are all citizens or veterans. They think they are old enough and doesn't want to hear to anyone opinion who are especially younger than them. So anyone agree with me or any points to against?
I agree with you.
So yeah, Atif agree with you. And from what I'm here, from what Sophie said, that from smoking that can pollute the environment and healthcare. And Azam also, I think I changed my stand from support the discrimination against smoking to the smoking activity should be banned in its streets because the smoking will harm not only yourself but also people around us. We are second-hand smoker. So, anyone want to add
Then
something?
I'd like to add something. I think a ban of smoking would encourage smokers to smoke less or give up. If smoking was banned in public places, it would no longer be a social activity. Instead, smokers would have to leave their friends inside and go outside to smoke. This would be particularly unpleasant when it is cold or wet. One third of smokers in Scotland said the ban was helping them to cut down. If smoking was a less social activity, fewer people would start smoking. In many countries, governments pay all or some of the cost of treating smoking-related disease. This means that governments should have a right to discourage smoking. I think that's my opinion. Somebody want to add?
So I think we have we have a conclusion for this meeting.
So from what Atif said and what Sofi, Azam, and Fakul said, I can say that smoking would definitely have its pros and cons. And as a conclusion for what we discussed, I would say even from the pros and cons, we could not justify that smoking has a lot of bad effects towards the public, towards the environment, towards a lot of things, even though it had its pros. So I could definitely say that it is better for us to conclude that that our focus that we disagree with our focus. We are thoroughly against with our focus, which is smoking ban violates human rights. We are against it. We don't support it, and then we could restate our points said by Sofi, Azam, which is by by the smoking ban, we could prevent heart attack diseases, reduce health costs for the governments. Also, from what Sophie said, smokers also violate human rights by affecting other humans, affecting other people from the public, and also they pollute the environment. So, if no one has anything to intervene or anything to disagree with my point, I would conclude that smoking ban does not violate the human rights. Rather, it is the smokers themselves are the ones that violates human rights. So does everyone agree, or does everyone is everyone okay with my conclusion?
Yeah, we are okay with you.
Totally
I agree.
agree with you.
I agree.
So I think we can finish our meeting with this, and I think everybody is satisfied with the conclusion. So thank
Yeah.
you. That's from me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone for
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
participating in this meeting.